Something unusual happened in Abuja at a health summit meant to discuss hospitals and reforms. A senior monarch from Nigeria's southeast has made a rare public appeal to President Bola Tinubu, urging the release or deportation of detained IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu. On February 17, 2026, at the National Traditional and Religious Leaders Summit on Health in Abuja, a dramatic and unexpected appeal was made directly to President Bola Tinubu by a traditional ruler from the southeast. What began as a healthcare summit became a platform for a highly sensitive national issue, fueling fresh debate across Nigeria. The summit was convened to mobilize traditional and religious leaders in support of government-led health reforms and featured goodwill messages, strategic health discussions, and policy commitments. Participants included representatives from the World Health Organization, World Bank Nigeria, and Nigeria's Senate Committee on Health, along with President Tinubu and his wife, the First Lady. During his goodwill message, Dr. Lawrence Agubuzu, the Eze Ogbunechendo of Ezema-Olo Kingdom in Enugu State, pivoted from health to politics, directly addressing President Tinubu on the detention of Nnamdi Kanu. Bring this man out. If we don't want him in Nigeria, return him to Kenya or London where they took him from. Agubuzu said the continued detention was fueling agitation among youths in the southeast and undermining the credibility of traditional leaders. Who is Nnamdi Kanu? Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, a group that has long agitated for independence for parts of Nigeria's southeast. He was rearrested abroad, returned to Nigeria, and in November 2025, a federal high court in Abuja convicted him on terrorism-related charges and sentenced him to life imprisonment. Since then, he has appealed his conviction, claiming errors in his trial, a legal battle that remains ongoing. President Tinubu did not offer an immediate comment on Agubuzu's appeal, but he applauded the monarch, a gesture noted in multiple reports. The moment shifted the focus of the event and sparked discussions about how traditional authorities engage with national political issues. Reactions to Agubuzu's stance have been mixed. Some in the southeast see his appeal as reflective of widespread frustration among youths, while others argue that the judiciary's role should not be overshadowed by political or traditional interventions. Analysts warn that calls for release without legal resolution could deepen existing tensions. Yet, supporters say the appeal highlights real concerns about national unity and inclusiveness. Agubuzu also referenced what he described as contradictory messages on national unity, including planned honors for other separatist figures, suggesting these gestures affect perceptions of justice and fairness. This has reopened debates on how traditional leaders can or should influence national discourse without contradicting constitutional processes. Legal experts remind us that separation of powers means only courts can overturn convictions, not the presidency. At the same time, some conflict resolution specialists say that rebuilding trust in institutions often requires political leaders to engage citizens' concerns meaningfully. The appeal of Ngwe Lawrence Agubuzu has injected a new dynamic into discussions about justice, traditional authority, and national cohesion in Nigeria. Whether it influences government policy, the courts, or public sentiment remains to be seen, but it has undoubtedly made this a defining moment in the ongoing story of Nnamdi Kanu's detention.